where like they were inviting people I hate in there as a joke, and it became a joke. And I would go, guys, why are you doing that? And then finally, what really was the straw that broke the camel's back for me, I was on stream one night a year and a half ago or so, whenever it was, and I said I had warned them I'll get that thing shut down. I said I'll get that fucking group chat shut down. I said, by God, I'll do it. They didn't think I could. So I did a little investigating, and I found the admin of the group, the guy that was the admin of it. Hit him up. I knew this guy very well at the time. And by the way, that guy's a faggot now. I don't like him now, but at the time I was cool with him. But I said, hey, let me hit you up about something. Check this out. I go, you the admin of that group chat? Yeah, I am. He was. I said, all right, man. I said, I'll tell you what. I want you to take it down. He goes, he was like, well, why? And I go, I'm just sick of it. I go, I'm going to show these guys what's up. I'm going to take because these guys live for that thing. They lived for that faggot group chat. Grown men in there living for each other. I said, I'm going to fucking crush them. And he's like, well, let me check. He goes, I don't know if I can if I'll have to kick them out one by one or if I can, get it all canceled in one fell swoop. I said, just let me know. So he hits me up. He goes, okay, I'm the admin. I'll have to kick them out one by one. I was like rubbing my hands like, oh, this is going to be great. I said, do it. I said, just do it. So he goes, oh, okay. So he goes in there and just starts kicking them out one by one. This whole group chat that's been in existence for like 3 years at that point, whatever it was, longer maybe. When he did that, these boys, they got sensitive, man. They threw a fucking tantrum. They threw a tantrum, and we're going to make a new one anyway. They went and made a new one quickly, and they went around crying about it for months, and some of them left the channel and said, I can't believe you took the group chat down. And I said, fuck off, you fags. I go, you're grown men. If that's all you got is a group chat to kumbaya and kiss each other's ass all day, y'all are a bunch of fucking pussy faggots anyway. I don't want you on the channel. It burned their asses, man. And then they went around, it's not a big deal. We made a new one anyway. And then like it was clear as day how much it affected them. And Ramirez was a part of that group chat, and he got butthurt about that, and a bunch of guys did. And anyway, we had a big falling out at the end of the last year. It was like, you done with the channel, bye, fuck off, don't ever come back, be done. I made you guys kick rocks. They were gone. I thought they were done, most of them for life. I didn't think I was going to have to deal with them anymore. What happens? I come back around. They're not around. Start doing Clown Show, pops off. Guess who comes running back?
Ramirez.
Here they come. Clown Show! Oh, wait a minute. I thought you were never coming back to the channel and they were going around saying that I was never going to succeed. I needed them. He won't be nothing without us. They got shown pretty quick. They got shown very quickly who daddy is.
Yeah, and that's definitely the shady part of it.
Oh, they're shady, and I gave him another chance. I said, you know what? I'll let Ramirez come back. I'll forgive him. I'll just go ahead and let him come back, and I'll let him be in the chat. And I even gave him the wrench again for a bit. But then he just, I don't know. He was sitting in there for months and just trying to start trouble, instigate stuff with other people still, crying around about stuff. And just when the thing about the bald fucking loser that does that channel, you got to understand that guy has been around that's stalking me for many, many years. It ain't like it's just some Johnny come lately, like he just did that channel in the last few months. That dude was around my channel for 6-7 years. He used to donate to the channel. He used to kiss my ass all the time and talk about how great the channel was. What happened was I had to warn him because he kept stirring up trouble. And I just told him to cut it out. All I ever did was I tried to be cool to the guy. I said, just cut it out. Stop fucking around and you'll be all right. He would for a bit. And then he kept doing it, kept pushing. Finally, I had to block him because he wouldn't let it go. After he got blocked, it was the end of the world for this guy. This is how much of a life he has. He went around telling people that, like, I can't believe you blocked me. Like, oh my God. Like, cried about a grown man blocking him on YouTube. Then he became my biggest hater. Time went by. I talked shit about him and I would bash him left and right. Then I just gave up because there's nothing you can do. Then I even gave him another chance. I gave the bald pedo another chance. He came back. He was there for a bit, and then he started right back up with his bullshit, quit the Mecca because Ramirez got kicked out. And I said, fuck off and die. Don't ever come back around. And he's never been, and I've blocked him for life. And then what it is, that guy is scared to death of me. The bald drunk, he's scared of me. Scared of me with a passion. Because I tried to get him to go backstage, wouldn't go back. I was going to threaten, scared to go backstage, wouldn't do that. I made fun of his girlfriend, his family. I've said everything you can say to a guy. Completely afraid of me, won't do nothing. So what he does is he tries to fight me through other guys. What I mean by that is he'll take a guy like a Shock or a Chris or a Burger King. He'll take a guy like that and say that I'm scared of them to try to get me to make me look bad. Like he'll say, oh, this guy punked the clown. Look at this clip or this. He plays like 4-year-old clips. He plays them out of context. He plays every bad moment. He never plays anything he'll just take a 5-minute clip out of a 10-hour show and go, see, look at this. Look what he said. Like he's people when I'm backstage, we all talk about him, how obsessed he is with me, how he's a loser. And it's like, I just don't know how a 40-year-old man cares so much about what another man does on YouTube. He's literally obsessed with me to an unhealthy level. What's he going to get from it? 50 views? I mean, what does he think? I mean, I don't get why a man is so obsessed with another man. Like, I don't like him. I mean, what are you going to do when a guy is obsessed with you to that level? He thinks like his big thing is he gets a kick out of angering me. Why does he get a kick out of angering some fucking mentally crazy guy anyway? It's very easy to push my buttons. Anybody can fucking do it. You're not some fucking genius because you can make me mad. I get mad at everybody. Like he thinks like he's got some personal kick out of like, hey, I'll play this clip and it'll set him up. I don't watch his videos because all the videos are just clips of me. Why would I watch myself?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know what he gets from it other than like people have hit me up and said, well, he gets a kick out of it because he knows it bothers you. Why is that so good to his life that he pisses some redneck off? I don't get it. Like, it's like, it'd be different if I was imagine if I had like 20,000 subs and I had like 500 people in my live chats. Maybe then I could understand. Maybe it'd be like, oh, he's getting clout from it. He's trying to clout off a guy that's shadow banned. What good does it do to him? And he lies in his videos too. He actually lies about stuff. Like he'll do this thing where he'll say that I'm scared of a certain guy, but yet he won't play the clips of me threatening to beat the shit out of that guy for hours.
But that's literally the internet though. I see that shit everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's only like 2 main channels that I don't really see like all that type of stuff going on, but like everybody else, it'd be the same thing that you're describing. Just like I don't know. I just noticed most people be on that. It's crazy.
But here's the thing though. After this guy's been stalking me for like at least 5-6 years. Like, at what point is it enough? I mean, the guy is obsessed with me, and he's some bald, fucking nasty, ugly, 40-year-old alcoholic, fucking fucking con. I mean, what good does he get out of it? We're never going to meet because he's scared that he won't meet me. He's scared of me. He wouldn't even go backstage with me.
Who knows, man? Who knows what they get out of it?
I already told him I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him but he won't. He's hidden in California somewhere. He's over in California hidden.
I thought he was in the UK.
No, that bald motherfucker is a United States guy. He's a USA guy.
Oh shit!
Who are you thinking of? A UK guy?
The dude that makes the clips. The clips.
No, that dude's American.
No, I didn't know. For some reason, I thought he was.
I mean, there's some British guys from my channel's history that I don't like either, that are fuckboys, weirdos. But no, he's a California guy.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with Ramirez. I think Alex is pretty cool. I think he's kind of a funny guy.
Like, that's the thing. To you guys, he can be. Like, if I would admit, like, if you were just a regular guy, you probably, oh, he's funny. That's not nice. Why'd the clown block him? That's not cool.
Yeah, I definitely understand though, but then when you said, oh, well, he was saying, oh, I'm never coming back here again. But then when the clown show popped off, he came
running back. And also, he does go over there and leave comments on that bald faggot's videos, and that he was told, maybe don't do that. He was warned so many times, like, you know what? Maybe it's a bad look for you to do that. Because what he doesn't understand is you can pick a side if you would like. Go ahead. If you want to go to the bald guy's channel, leave comments, fair enough, go do it. I left that alone for a while because I was like, it's not really hurting anything. He loves the clips of me because he was around for most of them. But then people were like, hit me up. Why do you let him get away with that?
Well, maybe he looks at it as in all of these are all like the same community drama.
Yeah, but the thing is, he knows how I feel about that bald faggot. Like, he knows that it's going to kind of rub me the wrong way. It's going to irritate me a little bit. So it's like, why push the button? You know, if you want to be a part of what I'm doing, dude, you got your feedback on there. What the fuck?
I don't think that's me.
Echo.
But what maybe he's just like, can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe he's just like, I mean, you gotta realize, like, dude, Alex is a grown ass man. He's probably gonna be like, oh, well, I don't know anything to the clown. I can watch her.
That's how he looks at it, but he does owe me because you know what? He wouldn't even know these people if it wasn't for me. These guys that he's now friends with, he wouldn't have even met them if it wasn't through me. He's got this crew of guys that they all met through the show. The show brought these guys together. That's how they know each other. And they all know that deep down. Like it, but it's like the general character, like it's a joke. Like, I mean, but they play it up like he's really their general. They're like, they call him their general, and they're like, well, he's my general. Like, then if you're a grown man, you're calling another man your general. you got real serious problems in life.
It's pretty gay.
What grown man? I just have a different sense of how a man should be. That's a kiddie shit to me. Like that's the kind of thing you do in grade school or junior high, middle school.
You know? What it is like, I think they just like don't know how to treat relationships with people. It seems like, because if they don't, you got to think about it, if they don't interact with like people like that on a daily basis, then how the fuck are they gonna think like on the internet? You know, because like I come at people the same way as if I would have just met them. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's different. It's like online, but at the same time, like that's when you get shit like that popping off. Like,
and by the way, Alex is a rat
on purpose. Like you know what I'm saying? That like they'd never do that, and if you guys met in person, because it's just different. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that.
It's very different. I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I'm about 6'1", a couple 100 pounds. I'm pretty medium size. Like, I'm not small and I'm not large either. Bigger than a lot of these guys. But I done know with the amount of shit and the problems that a lot of these guys have caused me. I done know that if somehow we ended up in a room together, I'm telling you right now, some of these guys don't even understand that they would have a big problem on their hands. They think it's some WWE character. They think this is WWE here with me. They think like I've never been in a fight. They don't understand. I'm not playing games. Some of these guys, I do not like them. And I know what some of them do look like. And if I did see them, there's going to be a problem. They don't want to believe that, but it's 100% true.
Islam Makachad asked, Alex is a rat. You did.
Yeah, he went around. He goes around calling everybody a rat. He'll go, fuck all the rats a rat. He's right about some people. Like Alex does bust some of these guys. He's right. He was right about Shock. He's been right about a lot of guys. He's a rat himself. He just got busted a couple of weeks ago. Jacksonville Zoe, who's on my I've been taking digs at. By the way, that was all a gimmick anyway. Zoe knew I was going to start shitting on it. It was all kind of a work. Anyway, I was going to fuck with some people. I might as well put that out there now. Alex thought, because the bald pedo, I guess, thought that I was angry at Zoe because I was making some like offhanded comments. Alex ran to Zoe and he DM'd him and said he started trying to start trouble. And Zoe's just like, I go, Zoe emailed me out of the blue a couple of weeks back. He goes, what's going on? Ark, he goes, do we have a problem? He's like, that's how he kind of talks. I'm just doing his voice. But he's like, in the email, he's like, I heard that you have a problem all of a sudden. He goes, well, he goes, you can make fun of me if you want. He goes, I don't. And I responded to him. I go, I bet I'd like to know who, because he said someone had reached out to him that I was bashing or something. I go, I bet. I'd like to know who that was, because I never said Zoe's name one time on that stream. It was late at night. It was like 4 a.m. and I was going on a rant about some guy that's not been showing up and how come he disappears all the time? And they automatically in their brain go, he's talking about Zoe, he's talking about Zoe, he's talking about Zoe. We got to go run to him. Alex, I go, and he goes, I have no problem telling you who did it. He goes, it was Alex. I go, that fucking little rat. And I go, yeah, about that. That makes about a lot of sense, because that's exactly what they do. They run around behind the scenes looking to start any trouble they can with anybody. And mind you, let me tell you something right now. I'm not joking when I said here lately. I know Alex is a grown man. This is a grown man. He's got to be 40 years old. He's at least late 30s, early 40s. He's a grown man. People think I'm joking when I say he has not donated for 7 years. He might have once. I don't remember if somebody helped him out with it or not. When I say he really has not donated, and he's benefited from this channel more than anybody. People like that are bums and users and hanger-ons. They're not worth your time of day. They don't provide nothing for the channel. How can a new guy donate 600 or 500 and a guy that's been on here for hours and hours, all those nights for years, not donate a penny?
I think it's just like a mentality that people have. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Before, it was you who actually convinced me that, okay, maybe donating to streamers on here is actually not a bad thing. Before, I would be like, dude, it's kind of like a simp, like sending a dude money on here. It's kind of like a simping for a dude. But then, like, I realized, yeah, dude, this guy's on here for fucking hours, and it is fucking entertaining, and
yeah,
it makes sense. Like, people are in the street, performing. People give them a little tip.
I look at it like it's way different. If I was like, the e-begging thing to me is when somebody's like saying like, hey, buy my picks for $10, yeah, because I got great picks, or hey, like, to me that's an e-beggar. Yeah. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, nobody that's making money gambling would need to be on YouTube selling bet packs. If you're making money, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, the cappers are so bad, man. Like, after watching before, I would just kind of, I don't gamble or anything like that. Every now and then I'll probably throw a couple, maybe like $100 or $50 on different parlays or whatever. But very rarely, you don't, once in every in a while. But dude, after and I would go off of people's cappers picks, and then I was like, man, you know what? Clown Show is right. Fuck these guys. I started just making my own picks based on.
Bad they are. Just go look at the clips. I mean, my God. Joey got like 9 in a row wrong.
Yeah. I started doing way better just making my own fucking picks.
I tell people, you guys do better. And people like Alex, like, he's got a lot of these guys like Alex. He's been around for years. They like him. It's just that it's not their channel, though. They're not the one. And by the way, I mean, Alex is the kind of guy, he'll be in DMs calling me a faggot and saying my game sucked. He got caught. I saw a screenshot where he got caught saying shit. And then he'd come on, I didn't say that. I only said it out of, taken out of context. I'm like, well, no, you got busted. And I let him live. And then I have such a history with certain guys. And it's like a lot of people, they won't let that go. Like, they'll keep trying to get me. They don't want me to move on. They want me to continue to argue with the bald guy. What's with that? Who's that coming from? I think that's his mic down there. But what happened is, like, I had these feuds with these guys like BK and Chris and people like that. And it would get real dark at times and get out of hand. But it was funny for those guys because the streams were really entertaining. When two guys are like streaming against each other, it can be entertaining when they're talking shit about each other and they're ganging, and certain people are taking sides. I can understand from a viewer point of view. You're sitting back in the chat. Yeah, you want to see shit go down. It's fun for you.
Yeah, people want the drama.
They love the drama, but for me, it's like and other guys that have to go live and talk all the shit and do it. It gets to be annoying after a while because it's a lot of the same insults, the same shit. Like me and Chris are cool right now. We got past our shit, but at guys like the Bald Drunk, he wants me to continue to fight with that guy because he got a kick out of it because he would love it. Because Chris, people don't know a lot about Chris on here. Chris can be a very entertaining guy when he streams. He can also go and talk a lot of shit. He knows how to bash people. He's sharp-tongued too. And he had some good insults on me, and he knew how to go over there and stream and make it a good show. I doubt that. And that's why it would get so dark and we would go at it because it would be like, fuck, this guy's on there saying this about me and I need to come back at him even harder. Those guys that were around the channel, they would sit back and stoke the flames. Oh yeah, that was funny, and we got to keep this feud going because this is hilarious the way these guys are going at each other. And whenever me and that guy would like get cool and like make up and be like, all right, let's just move on from this shit. Guys like the Drunk, he hates that. He wants me to he wanted it to keep going. He never liked it when I would get cool with these guys. So what he would do is he'll go around saying like, oh, he's scared of that guy and because he made good with him. Dude, me and that guy get along. We don't want to keep doing the streams against each other. There's no point in it. It's a waste of time. It's the same insults. But he tries to poke the bear because he knows I'm not scared of nobody. He knows I'm the least scared of anybody. I'm the one guy that will come on here and say anything about anybody. I have no fear of these James Lynch or anybody with clout. I fear none of these fucking guys. If I feared anybody, I wouldn't be on here. I wouldn't be saying the things I say. So he tries to say that I'm scared of a certain guy. I'm scared of this guy. He knows I'm not, though. But he's playing this losing game where I'm never going to say his name. I'm never going to give him clout. He can post clips of me all he wants. He knows it's a losing bet. But he's clinging on to and what he's going to do now, I can predict his behavior. Now that I've done a video about Shock tonight, he was probably recording the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. He's probably in all of this.
Him and Shock are going to work together now, probably. He'll run to him because he tried to team up with him recently. He's going to say, hey, man, let's go after him. And they're probably going to gang up, and they're going to try to get my haters to gang up on me because now that'll be the thing to do. But they're really irrelevant. And it don't fucking matter. I've even said to these guys, I'm not joking around. I'll play the death game with them if they want. I'll play the fucking who's willing to take it to the 6 feet under game with them if they really want to. I told them that, and they don't do that though. They no, it's you're WWE. You're WWE. You don't mean that. I mean it. I really mean it. I will play the who wants to go down the ground farther quicker. I'll play that game with them.
Dude, Shock was a weird.
You do that with even how many of these people do you actually see their face and kind of know how they look like at least? Because I know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know Seven was saying something about that earlier. Why does it matter? Bro, if you think about it, it kind of does matter. Because you got to think how many of these guys are real weirdos like the dude that Clown was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was trolling, that's master level shit. He really enjoys fucking with people. But I don't think so. I think he was serious from the way he made it sound. So I mean, what if he's already a registered offender that's been on the fucking registry? If you know what he looks like and you know the general area or city or state even that he's in, or you could just check the whole registry, all 50 states. Really, that's what some people do.
I would not be shocked if the bald guy and Shock were both sex offenders. I wouldn't be shocked if they won't put their real name out. They're not dumb enough. They won't put their real name. They do gimmicks. They do the Drunk or Shock. They don't got the balls to tell you their real story. They won't go backstage and man up.
Yeah, there's definitely something why Shock is on the run from his dad, dude. There's got to be something that he did
Yeah, I tried, me and Ear tried to talk to him, like, why are you, I mean, the guy said his dad was a cop and that he's hiding from his dad because he don't want his dad to find him. Because I guess he thinks his dad will maybe either arrest him or force him to I don't know. I said, you're a grown man.
Who knows what the fuck? I don't know.
Dude,
Really?
There's probably so much to it that he just obviously didn't give all the information, and he might. When you said that, I was like, dude, he might actually be on the run, not just from his dad, but from that state. From
he
Virginia
might be,
and
we won't know. I mean, when he said that stuff to us backstage, I couldn't fathom. I go, why would you say that in front of us? Like, what? Because it's like, do you think I'm your friend? Like, I'm going to sympathize with my chat room made you feel like a ped, so you thought you might as well just go be one for real? Who says something like that?
It makes you think, right? Like, I wouldn't be
one time
surprised.
I think you did sympathize for Toyota Boy is the whole bot thing. There's no way that you actually didn't believe that was Toyota Boy.
Look, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I was like, I don't understand what happened that night, but he swore, he was like, I didn't do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. And I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. Everybody right then immediately thought he was guilty.
Yeah.
Round Robin called him out.
Yeah, I felt like you kind of was like, man, yeah, this motherfucker did do it, but I'm gonna let him pass.
I was like, well, what harm did it do if he did do it? Maybe he got caught. Whatever. That was his first fuck up. That you remember before that he had been cool. He had never done anything. He had just been coming on the streams. He was being chill. And I go, well, I mean, and he said he didn't do it. And then but his reaction was really strange when he got called out for it. It was like, did you do it? And he's like, he was kind of grinning. He came on. He's like, oh, it wasn't me. Like, it's like, I don't know, man. And then when he accepted his guilty plea, Round Robin called him and goes, why would you accept being guilty? And he's like, oh, I just, what's my guilty plea? I'll just go to trial. Like, it was a joke. But, like, I don't know, man. You should have been fighting for your innocence. And then he tried to blame, like, oh, I was having a bad week. My car broke down or I had to walk home from work and I was tired and I was looking at the stream and people were calling me ugly and I started feeling like an ugly guy and I don't know. I lost my confidence.
That part makes me think that he was probably trolling, but why would you even take it that far? That's crazy. Like even if you were trolling, there should be certain boundaries to that too,
Oh, I don't think anyone should underestimate how far shock will take anything. That dude.
I mean, you don't know these people and they don't got to deal with it's different in person, bro, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't even fall back on like, oh, who can beat who up. Like it stretches beyond that, bro.
Let me ask you a question right now, man. If he was on hanging out with you and some guys on the streets, and he said that's
like I don't even see a scenario like that could happen. But you never know with people these days because you got to remember, like, I stay in Vegas, so I see all types of crazy ass people out of their minds, bro. Like we have a whole population that lives underground in the tunnels.
Yeah, he actually, I remember he told me about the tunnels. Yeah.
That's facts,
crazy
bro.
on the corner of the street, bro. Like all over the place, though.
He said
you never know. Like you'll see all types of shit. I've seen all types of shit.
He was homeless in Vegas. He said he was because he moved up there to be a gambler and he got homeless and he said he was like stealing phones. He said he was stealing phones and selling them.
You sound like he was one of them tunnel people. I'll tell you about
to be a gambler, dude. That there's some lazy ass people in this world, bro. Like,
I mean, I was like, did you really think you were going to go up there and become rich, be this big gambler? I mean, it's like, what are you, mentally ill? I mean, that's very rare and unlikely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people can really pull that off? You might be able to go up there and make a few bucks if you get on a lucky streak. You might make, everybody. Sometimes people get on a winning streak. You can, but and what happened? A lot of them lose it too. They end up losing the money they made. But you're running from your own father in another state, and you're a 40-year-old fucking guy. Like, what does that say about you? I mean, the guy's got no family. I asked him, I was going, what about your mom? He said, well, she lives in like Tennessee or whatever the fuck he said. And I'm like, you don't see your mother? And he's like, no, not really. She's old and fucking whatever. And I'm like, what about siblings? like as far as I know, he fucking rents a room or something from like his black fucking friend who's black, and he said his friend would beat his ass. He was scared of his friend, and I'm like, well, you're a bitch if you say that. You're a fucking bitch. The minute you say something like that, you're a fucking bitch to me.
On a better, doing better than freaking.
Hell yeah! At least that guy's kind of got like a wife and fucking kids and fucking like got something going on. Like that fucking shocks a bum. If I've ever.
You know what about something about not Toyota Boy, but Round Robin? I don't think a lot of people know, dude. On his, I don't know if he's got a wife and kids, man, because his channel, dude, he took the videos down now, but he used to post a video of a kid, and this was his ex's kid, and he would be showing the kid, and he would say that he was talking shit and saying that that's actually his kid. And his ex has, you know, some other guy raising his kid and shit. It was weird, dude. That's why I never really liked Round Robin J. I was like, dude, this guy is a piece of shit. If he's
yeah, well, you never know, man. He could be a complete liar, because I was going after him about saying that, man, you must be I said he was a bad father if you're spending all your, because there was a couple of weeks there he was spending all day talking about me on his dead channel. I don't know if you were around. He was going live and he was just playing my show over and over for hours and talking about me. It was like, oh, don't you have a wife and kids? And how could you spend all day?
And he'll have one viewer.
That kind of a man does that. It's like, go fucking provide for your wife and children. It's like he was so obsessed with me. It was bizarre. It makes me think he doesn't have a wife and kids. He's got that fucking dumb dog he always walks around. It's about all he's got. Don't tell him what he does with that dog.
Yeah, he's another weird one. Hey, but my mic is dying, dude, and it's fucking late as shit, dude.
It's getting late. I went a little longer than I thought I would. We got caught up in it. All right, man. I'll let you know.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. Sorry to the chat. I'm sure we boarded up in here.
But they're still watching. There's 24 watching.
Hey, you know how to make you know how to do an e-signature, bro, before you go?
E-signature? I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Like a DocuSign thing?
I'm gonna hit you up on No Chill's Discord, bro.
All right.
Oh, you're talking to Sven. Oh.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna still be listening, but I'm
gonna wrap it up. I'm just gonna shout out the donos and wrap it up.
All right, man.
All right, Memo, let's get musical on here in a couple of days. We'll try to work this out.
He probably not gonna want to do it on here if he really to do it at all. But I don't know. Either way, I ain't tripping, bro. Like the only thing that bothers me is if he gonna try to avoid it and then just keep saying my name, that's different, bro. Like,
hey, man,
it's just, if you want to go that route, you might as well just not even talk about me, you know.
Well, I don't know about musical. I don't know if he's a little troublemaker himself or not. He may be a little bit of a troublemaker himself, honestly.
I don't know, man. People, like I said earlier, be different on here. But all right, man.
What do you got going on today? Are you going to bed anytime, or are you going to be
in sleep? I was supposed to be in sleep. Like that's why I was getting kind of tired. When I was discussing all that with them. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just like I just wanted to get that shit out the way, because especially after seeing that he seemed kind of down to, you know what I'm saying, stand on what he said, then yeah, I could do that. I could respect that. Doesn't mean that we're buddy, but you know, that's for us to discuss. We'll go about it how we do.
We'll talk about it more. You're gonna be on the lookout. You're around the channel a lot lately, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. You know, when I go live, you get the notifications, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes YouTube don't be sending them out. I don't really get notifications. And it's only like a select few, like at a time too. It doesn't upload all of them.
All right. Well, maybe you can come